going to look at Forex, because I know some of you think that this only works in indices. It doesn't. It works in Forex as well. As you can see over here, dollar index is trading down, Euro USD is trading up, GBP USD is trading up, right? These two assets, Euro USD and GBP USD, they move in the opposite direction as dollar index. So whenever we're looking at highs in Euro USD and GBP USD, we will be focusing on lows in dollar index because we're looking at the complete opposite, right? I hope that makes sense to you. Now, over here, we have the low of Monday right here. Let me just zoom in there. This low that I'm pointing at right here, that's the low of Monday, right? Now, on a Tuesday, the next day, we come and we get very close to that low, but we don't take out that low, right? We go over here to Euro USD. We can see that same high, right? As you can see, we get close to it. We fail to take it right there. Okay. But we go to GBP USD, the high of Monday, right? Price takes it. You see, so whenever you see this, you know that they're only going up to take out this high to run buy-side liquidity. Whenever you see SMT divergence, that is the confirmation that you need to know whenever the market is going to reverse. And as you can see, what happens? It reverses. So imagine you were entering around this area when you see the SMT divergence taking place. Look at the move you would have caught. Look at in GBP USD, it's even more actually. It explodes even more later on in GBP USD. All from this little pattern right here, right? So this is a signature that is very powerful, and I'll show you more because it's not only this one. Let's go to another day, right? As you can see over here, this is the high of Wednesday right here on dollar index, and over here this is the low of Wednesday on Euro USD, and over here, let me go here. This is the low of Wednesday on GBP USD. As you can see, in dollar index, we do the exact same thing. We fail to take it out here. On Euro USD, we fail to take out the low there. But on GBP USD, we take it out. Can you see that? Lower lows in GBP USDs, higher lows in Euro USDs, lower highs, right, in dollar index, right? So whenever you see this again, you expect the market to reverse. And what happens, as you can see, the market trades higher. And it even does that entry pattern that I taught you, where we break the swing high, form a fair value gap, price trades into the fair value gap, and price trades higher. Can you see that this can even be used on the 1 hour time frame? You don't even have to go all the way to the 5-minute time frame. If you see SMT divergence and you see price break structure taking out a high and forming a fair value gap, you can simply just put your entry over there in the fair value gap, your stop loss below the low that was formed prior to the break of structure, and you can just aim even for this equal highs over here, right? As you can see, what happens? Price gets to those highs, right? Simple, right? Now, another thing that I would like to say is that whenever you have SMT divergence, if you want to be in a trade where it goes more in your direction, it's best, especially if you scalp in on a short-term basis and you want your take profits to be hit much faster, it's best to trade the SMT that makes the lower high, right? So over here at this time, if you were taking a scalp, can you see Euro moved slightly more than GBP USD at this time? You would not have known about this move coming in later because you are, for example, you're just scalping, you're trying to be in and out of the market before the end of the day. What happens is the next day during the Asia session, we have a setup inside here, but we won't go into that. And price really explodes in GBPUSD, and it also explodes in Euro as well. So that's that. But at the end of the day, it's SMT divergence, and there's many things that can be said about this, but this is the basic introduction to SMT divergence, right? I hope this makes sense to everyone. If you have any more questions, in fact, let me give you guys a bonus, right? Just delete that. That's not important for now, right? Even on Friday, we had SMT divergence. This is the high of Thursday. This is on a Friday, we come and we take out that high in the dollar index. Now, you know, when we're looking at Euro and GBPUSD, Euro USD and GBPUSD, when we're comparing dollar index to them, we will be looking at the lows because they're inversely correlated. I said that at the start of this video, right? So you can see over here that we take out the highs in dollar index, but we fail to take out the lows in Euro USD and in GBPUSD. Can you see how price moves up from here? Even though it was really choppy this day, you could have still caught a move over here, right? So over here, you can see that we failed to take out the high. And let's even go to M15 and see, once you have the SMT divergence in here, the only thing you need to do is wait for a break in market structure as taught in the previous video, right? So we'll go to so over here, right, you can see that the SMT divergence is there, right? What do we wait for? We wait for price to break a high, right? So over here, when it takes out this high over here, when price does that, you wait for a fair value gap. But this one in GBPUSD is actually much more clear. That's why we might choose GBPUSD. So over here in GBPUSD, we can see that we break this high, right? Form a fair value gap. Can you see the fair value gap there? Just gonna stretch this to move it out, right? And I'll show you the entry. We'll enter when price trades back into the fair value gap. And in instances like this, right, the safest thing to do is to put it below the low, right? But that is going to be too big of a stop loss, right? So what you can actually do is that you have one fair value gap here. You have a second fair value gap that's here. You can just put it below the second fair value gap right here. And then you can just expect price to go. And it did give you at least 1:3 before it started acting crazy and take you out. That's why sometimes in these markets, just try to take an in and an out approach. Don't try to hold for the whole day. Don't try to get too greedy. Just get your entry and take profit and leave for the day, right? So SMT divergence is very powerful when applied properly, and it happens all the time. Whenever price is reversing, just look closely if you see SMT divergence, right? So that's it for this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, if it was helpful to you. And I'll see you in future lessons. Thank you.